Hello, I am Vaishali Savde, lecturer in Applied Mechanics, Government Polytechnic, Amravati. In this video, I will discuss the different field and laboratory tests conducted on cement. We know that the properties of concrete or mortar is largely depend upon the quality of cement used for the different purposes. To standardize the quality of Portland cement, it should be necessary to test it before its use is recommended for any important engineering work. Now let us look on the learning objectives. After watching this video, you will be able to understand the procedure for conducting the different tests on cement, and after understanding the procedure, conduct the actual different test on cement and use it as per the site conditions. Now in this slide we have to discuss the testing of cement. Testing of cement can be brought under two categories: field test and laboratory test. In the different laboratory tests are fineness test, standard consistency test, soundness test, setting time test, compressive strength test, and tensile strength test. First of all, I will discuss the different field tests on the cement one by one. Following are the field test on the cement as given in the slide. First test is the open the bag and take a good look at the cement. There should not be any visible lump and should not feel oily when touched. The color of the cement should normally be greenish grey. If all these criteria is satisfied, then the cement is of good quality. Second one is thrust the hand into the cement bag. It must give a cool feeling. Third one, take a pinch of cement and fill between the fingers. It should give a smooth and not a gritty feeling. Fourth one, take a handful of cement and throw it on a bucket full of water. If the particles should float for some time, then before it sinks, then the cement is of good quality. Now let us discuss the different laboratory tests. First laboratory test is the fineness test. Under the fineness test category, first test is the sieve test. For sieve test, we have to use the 90 micron sieve. Now procedure, first of all take 100 gram of cement and placed on a standard 90 micron sieve. If there is any lumps in the cement, then it will be broken with the fingers. Then sieving is to be done for about 15 minutes using in circular and vertical motion. Then note down the weight of the cement which is retained on the sieve. Then calculate the percentage of weight retained on the sieve. This weight should not exceed 10% for ordinary cement and 5% for rapid hardening cement. Second test is the laboratory test is the standard consistency test. Now for finding out the initial setting time, final setting time and soundness of the cement, standard consistency test has to be used. For standard consistency test, the required apparatus is Vicart apparatus as shown in figure. Vicart apparatus consists of scale, plunger, glass plate and Vicart mold. According to this apparatus, standard consistency, it is that consistency which will permit a Vicart's plunger having 10 mm diameter and 50 mm length to penetrate to a depth of 33 to 35 mm from the top of the mold. Now procedure, how to conduct the standard consistency test. First of all, take 400 gram of cement in a bowl, then assume standard consistency of water is near about 28% and add the same quantity of water in a cement and mix it. Then prepare the cement paste within 3 to 5 minutes. The time taken to obtain the cement paste after adding water is called as the gauging time. Then fill the cement paste in the Vickers mold correctly and remove the excessive paste remained on the Vickers mold by using a trowel. Then place the Vickers mold on the glass plate and see that the plunger should touch the surface of Vickers mold gently. Then release the plunger and allow it to sink into the test mold. Note down the penetration of the plunger from the bottom of the mold indicated on the scale. Repeat the same experiment by adding different percentage of water until the reading is in between 5 to 7 millimeter from the bottom of the Vickers apparatus scale. For watching this video, click on the link as given in the slide. Next test is the soundness test. During the manufacture of cement, if the quantity of free lime and magnesia is present in excess, then it will be liable to remain uncombined. And if the concrete or mortar is prepared from such a cement, it is liable to expand after the shedding action is complete, and it is the one of the cause of cracking of cement in the concrete. Therefore, the soundness test is to be performed to accelerate the slaking action of the free lime and magnesia if they exist by the application of heat. For performing soundness test, required apparatus is Le Chatelier's apparatus as shown in the figure. Now procedure: the Le Chatelier mold and the glass plate are first of all apply the oil to Le Chatelier mold and glass plate before conducting the test. Then prepare a cement paste with 0.78 times the water required to give a paste of standard consistency. Then fill the cement paste in the Le Chatelier mold, taking care to keep the edges of the mold gently together during the operation. Now cover the mold with another piece of glass plate and place a small weight over the cover plate. Now submerge the whole assembly immediately in water at a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and keep it there for 24 hours. After this period, measure the distance between the indicator points as A, capital A. Now again submerge whole assembly in water at 27 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. Now bring the water to boiling in 25 to 30 minutes and keep it at boiling for 3 hours. After 3 hours, remove the mold from water and allow it to cool. Again measure the distance between the indicator point as capital B. The difference between these two measurements represents expansion of cement. This is all about the soundness test. Next test is the setting time test. Now what is the objective of setting time test? The object of this test is to check the initial and final set times of the cement. The initial setting time is determined so as to give sufficient time for various operations like mining, transportation, placing and compacting of cement concrete. And the final setting time is determined to find out after laying the concrete, the hardening should be rapid so that the structure may be used as early as possible. Now for this setting time test, Vickers apparatus is to be used. Now what is initial setting time? It is the time elapsed between the moments that the water is added to the cement to the time that the paste start losing its plasticity. And what is final setting time? It is the time elapsed between the moment the water is added to the cement and the time when the paste has completely lost its plasticity and has attained sufficient firmness to resist certain definite pressure. For the setting time test, some initial preparation is required. First, take 400 gram of cement and prepare a neat cement paste with 0.85 p of water by weight of cement. Gauge time is kept between 3 to 5 minutes. Then start the stopwatch at the instant when the water is added to the cement and record this time as capital T1. Now fill the Vickert mold resting on the glass plate with the help of cement paste gauged as above. Then fill the mold completely and smooth off the surface of the paste, making it level with the top of the mold. The cement block thus prepared is called as the test block. Now test for initial setting time. Procedure: place the test block confined in the mold and resting on the non-porous plate under the rod bearing the needle. Lower the needle gently until it comes in contact with the surface of test block and quickly release it, allowing it to penetrate into the test block. In the beginning, the initial setting time needle completely pierces the test block. Repeat this procedure, that is quickly releasing the needle after every 2 minutes till the needle fails to pierce the block for about 5 mm measured from the bottom of the mold. Note this time as capital T2. Now, procedure for final setting time. For determining the final setting time, replace the initial setting time needle by the final setting time needle of the Vickert's apparatus with an annular attachment. The cement is considered finally set when upon applying the final setting time needle gently to the surface of the test block. The needle makes an impression thereon while the attachment fails to do so. Record this time as capital T3, and this is the capital T3 is nothing but the final setting time. Next laboratory test is the compressive strength test. For performing compressive strength test, required apparatus is compression testing machine. Compressive strength of the cement is most important parameter, so the test is also the most important test. Preparation for test specimen. For preparing the test specimen, required material is cement, sand and water. Take cement about 200 gram, sand 600 gram. Water quantity is P/4 plus 3% of the total mass of the cement and sand, where P is the standard consistency of cement. First, mix cement and sand in dry condition with trowel for 1 minute and then add water and mix until uniform color is obtained. Fit the mold on the table of the vibrating machine immediately after mixing and compact at least for 2 minutes. Complete the procedure within 5 minutes. Now fill the mortar into cube mold of surface area 50 cm square placed on the non-porous base plate, oiled from inside. Then compact the mortar. Keep the molds at 27 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius and 90% humidity for 24 hours after completion of vibration. If the humidity in the room is not available, then keep them under wet gunny bags. After 24 hours, remove cubes from the mold and keep them in a clean water till required for testing. And the average compressive strength of the cubes tested after 1 day, 3 days and 7 days immersion respectively. These are the references. Thank you.